Hey guys, Euro94 here with another action figure review. This time we're going to have a little comparison review video here on the premium colored Super Saiyan Vegeta versus the regular release Super Saiyan Vegeta, of course. Very big difference in box, as you can see. There's some similarities, some differences. So these are two official Bandai products. This is not a bootleg, this is a real type deal. No, I do those a lot. This is just a premium color edition, which is just what people say is the reissue of this figure, which technically it is, technically it's not. It's a repaint of the figure, so it's a different version of him. So it's not exactly the same figure at all. It's not exact the same with the paint in some other areas. This actually brings more hands in this one. So there's some updates here and there. Anyway, for the box, you can see that the left side, the premium color edition, is yellow and blue, or gold and blue, as you may. I actually like those colors better for the box art, because that is literally matches the figure, which is their tendency with the box colors, except when they did Gohan, adult Gohan, they did it like sky blue for some reason. But here it's just red and blue, or kind of a purplish type blue, and you know, it has nothing to do with the character's colors, I guess you can say. But there's a big difference in the boxes. I do prefer this color more, actually. And this happens through all the figures. They tend to move the Funimation sticker here and there. So this one is up here. It could be anywhere else. This is the Japan release, so it's gold. And then the US releases are always silver. You can see here that the names are printed pretty much the same. And then down below on this one, it says Premium Color Edition, letting you know that it is the Premium Color Edition. There's actually another label down here. So there's two labels saying Premium Color Edition. Going to the top of the figures, you can see it's almost the same writing. It says Final Flash, Super Saiyan Vegeta, except this says Premium Color Edition twice on it. Going on to this side, they chose a different picture for the figure, so it's not the same picture. Onto the back, different poses for the figure, of course. You can see that here he says Kakarot and Big Bang Attack. This one says Kakarot, but it's spelled differently. I don't know why. I'm guessing because it's Japanese. I don't know. But again, it says Premium Color Edition and all that. Everything else looks kind of the same, except how they put the information differently, you know. Here's the other side. So the poses of the figures are different as well. Then going on to the bottom of the box, the same information here, barcode and all that type stuff. So let's dive into the figures, open these up, and see how they compare side to side. Alright, and there they are out of the package, both of them, and you can see some differences right off the bat. Try to pose them up exactly the same way as I have, you know, the other one, so you can kind of see the same angles and all that, whatever. Anyways, first and foremost, the hair, alright, the blue on the armor, alright, big differences there. As I said in my review on the Premium Color Edition, the blue has a purple spray over it, or a tint of purple, or hint of purple, whatever. It's got some purple in it. It does, which is very accurate to the manga. So it's awesome. I love how they did that. The toes are a different plastic color. It's not painted. It's just the plastic is that color right there. So they make the armor tips, but they're not sculpted armor. So that's the only downside on that. I didn't like that, but I know you can't, you know, mod or adjust the web exclusive type deal. That's what they have at, you know, Bandai, whatever, but it's okay. The hair, Premium Color Edition, it's got a more shimmery type, not glittery. I don't want to say glittery because it doesn't have glitter in it, but you can see what I mean whenever you get it in hands. A lot more shimmery and more shiny, I guess. I want to say there's kind of like goldish paint in there, but I don't know. Here it's more, you know, basic, just yellow orange spray with white there and everything like that. You can see the differences there for sure. As we get a little closer at the figures, you can see that hair a little bit better. Alright, so the faces here, we got the same face on each figure, and you can see a little bit pale, more pale on the Premium Color Edition, which is on the left side, guys, just so you guys aren't confused. And he's got a little line painted underneath his eyes that the original did not have. The original does have that little bit of an orange spray on his face, not too much, but it is there compared to the Premium Color Edition that doesn't have it. As for the armor on the chest, torso, it doesn't look, I don't see anything very different. Maybe the color is a little bit darker on the Premium Color Edition. That's about it though. The original did have I don't know if you can see the purplish or bluish airbrush or spray on the wrist or on the boots, especially. The boots had the spray you can see right there in the white, while the premium color edition does not have any of that at all. So let's go ahead and turn them around. See the back side. I'm really hoping the camera picks up on the purple on this one, because I really want you guys to see that. And that's about it, guys. I don't really see any other differences. So the repaint of the premium color edition, mainly the hair, very different hair color for the Super Saiyan. It's not bad. I like them both. If I had to pick one head sculpt, I would pick the original for sure. I'm not really digging the pale on the premium color edition, and you really don't see it until you have them side by side. When you first get it, it really isn't there until you compare them both side by side. I really like the purple tint on the armor here, kind of like the manga version of it. So it makes this kind of getting, you know, if you already have the original, why not get this one too and have a manga colored Vegeta. Also, the tips, even though they're not sculpted, at least they're there, so that makes it a little bit better. At least it didn't just give us another white tip one. So after the Android saga, he did not use white tips anymore. I know most people probably don't even realize it unless you're like a die-hard DBZ fan, but he started using these gold tips after the Android saga. You see it a lot in the movies and all that. So I think he fought Android 18 with it, and that was about it. After he fought 18, he didn't have the white boots anymore. He had the gold tips. So I think it wasn't even the entire Android saga. I think it was just a few scenes in it. But yeah, little things that I pick up on, or us Dragonball Z fans pick up on. Other than that, I'm not going to really compare the articulation because it's the exact same figures. I will compare the accessories for you guys. So here we have the two side by side. The left side is the premium color edition, while the right side is the original release. And you can see the very noticeable orange spray on the face of the original right here. And it doesn't look that pale right now, but on the figure he does look kind of pale. Of course the hair, the paint again, is what we went over. It looks more shimmery, more glittery type shininess on the goldish on the premium color edition. Other face probably going to be the same deal here. Of course, worth pointing out again is that line underneath the eye, not noticeable on the original. Then we get the same hands. Here, two hands. Not really any difference there, except the original has the spray over the knuckles. See that spray, and then this one does not. The open karate chop. And then the new hands that only the premium color edition has are these hands right here, which the original did not have. Alright, there you have it, guys. That concludes my comparison review of the premium color edition of Super Saiyan Vegeta and the original release of Super Saiyan Vegeta for the SH Figuarts line. They're both worth getting. I know the right one, the original one, is costs a lot more now, so if you can't afford that, then go ahead and settle for the premium color edition. They're both official Bandai releases. These are real figures, okay? So they're not fake. Another thing I didn't point out earlier that now I just noticed is that the white armor is a little bit shinier plastic or paint than this one right here. It's just something I just noticed. Anyways, but yeah, it's little differences there. The paint's different, the gold tips on the boots, the purple on the armor, the hair, the face. Okay, so your preference, you choose. I like them both. If I only had the option to choose one and they're both the same price, I would go with the original, but they're not the same price. I would settle for this one instead. Of course, me being a hardcore collector, I gotta get them both. So it's kind of hard to decide. They're both great figures. The paleness on this figure kind of draws me off a little bit, but you don't notice it until you compare them two side by side. So it's really not that big of a deal. The line underneath the eyes is not that bad to me. I don't know. They're both great figures. You'll really see how good this one looks in hand compared to pictures for sure. Once you get it in hand, he looks great. He really does look good. So I do recommend getting them both. And with that said, that concludes my review. So please leave a comment, subscribe if you guys would like. You guys have a great day.
That's crispy.